If Kim Jong-un dies suddenly, KimYoJong may take over supreme power. Became the first female ruler of the Kim dynasty. He is Kim Jong-un's baby girl and the number 2 in North Korea. So, how did he step by step towards the pinnacle of power? December 17, 2011, Kim Jong-un dies. The 27-year-old Kim Jong-un has finally come to his senses. At the funeral, Kim Woo is standing closely behind Kim Jong-un, sobbing. The outside world once speculated he is Kim Jong-un's mysterious wife, Ri Saru. But now we know that woman is KimYoJong. Early days of Kim Jong-un's rule. North Korea's high-level personnel changes are frequent. At the farewell ceremony of Kim Jong-il's body, the 7 senior officials who accompanied Kim Jong-un in fueling, 5 people were fired and executed. Among them, Kim Jong-un failed Jung Sung-taek, former vice chairperson of the National Defense Commission, North Korea's no-to figure. It was dragged away directly at a party meeting, and he was convicted of treason. Kim Jong-un is breaking with Chen from a nearby era. Promote the younger generation who are loyal to them. Jin Yoo-jang is one of the most important representatives. In the 1990s, he was with his brother Kim Jong-un, sent to the Swiss capital, study at an international school in Borneo, and posing as the children of North Korean embassy staff in Switzerland, pseudonyms Kim Jong-soon and Kim Poon. The two were studying in Switzerland. Build a deep relationship. Very close relationship. So, Kim Jong-un has great confidence in this girl. North Korea at the end of 2012. CCTV aired a segment of The Golden Universe, the scene of riding a horse with Mai and Kim Kyung-hee. Jin Jingji is the only daughter of today's city. Known as the first eldest princess of Korea, its status is high. Can ride horses in the same frame as Jin Jingji. It is widely believed that this is Kim Jong-un, paving the way for his official entry into politics. November 27, 2014. Jin Yoo is being officially released. Deputy Minister of the Publicity Shareholder Department of the Labour Party. He is mainly responsible for propaganda and incitement, consolidating Kim Jong-un's power through idolized propaganda, further strengthening North Korea, the ruling position of the supreme leader. Since he took over the publicity job, media operations in North Korea and public relations strategies have undergone significant changes. North Korean media began to report frequently Kim Jong-un and his wife Lee Soo, screen of the Lord attending a public event. Even news that would not have been made public before. If the rocket launch fails, Jong Chang's The Note to Politician, executions and other sensitive events also appeared in official reports. March 2016. Jin Yoo-jang concurrently serves as the Vice Minister of the Organization Department. Means he. At the same time in the Propaganda Department and the Organization Department. 2 important departments hold an important position. 2 months later, Jin Woo-jang, at the 7th Congress of the Labour Party, elected to the Central Committee, marked his entry into the heart of North Korean politics. It was the 7th session of the 2nd year, the 2nd plenary session of the Central Committee, elected as a member of the Politburo, become a member of the decision-making team. He is also one of the youngest members of the Politburo. 2018 Pyeongchang Olympic Winter Games. Kim Cosmos paid a special visit to South Korea. This is also the Korean peninsula that has been divided since 1945. Members of the Kim family set foot in South Korea for the first time. At the press conference, 90-year-old Kim Young-nam respectfully invited him to take a seat first. The Golden Universe with a terrifying smile goes back to bed immediately. The two pushed back and forth for a while. Jin Yeon barely sat down. Seeing the imperial and so humble and polite, the reporters instantly took a liking to him. In the following activities, Jin Yoo-jong is elegant and decent. Let the reporters take notice. Even the highly educated Kim family. Something has changed. It hasn't been a day yet. Now, that impression is reversed. A photo made headlines in major Korean media. President of South Korea, Moon Jae-in meets with the North Korean Olympic delegation. The reporter captured it, sitting on Won Zae-yan. The instant expression of the golden universe opposite. I saw KimYoJong in the photo. Arrogantly raised his chin. Disdain and sarcasm on his face. Looking at Won Zae-yan with contempt. The reporter immediately captured the close-up and wrote in the report, KimYoJong smiles from time to time during the meeting. But don't pay attention. Cold County returned to his face. It seems that there are enemies all around. North Korean state media. Then on October 16th, released a highly symbolic photo. Kim Jong-un and KimYoJong ride white horses side by side, marching on the snow of Mount Baekdu. In this photo, only their horses. Wearing a badge symbolizing the Kim family's lineage. Even the First Lady of North Korea, Ri Sol-ru, has not given birth. Honor. April 2018. Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in. During the Peace House meeting in Panmunjom, Won Zae-yan smiled and pointed to KimYoJong and said, Deputy Minister Kim is now south of us. Already a star. And the image of the golden universe. It also sparked widespread discussion in South Korea. A piece of carving bread. A photo of a broken trot at an event. It's particularly striking. It was even turned into a cartoon by South Korean netizens and widely circulated. However, this seemingly delicate woman, in the political arena, but showed unusual means. In 2018, inter-Korean relations were briefly thawed. The two sides signed a series of agreements, and in the Kaesong Industrial Park, established an inter-Korean liaison office. It symbolizes the sincerity of communication between the two parties. But it didn't last. On the night of May 31st, 2020, 20 large white balloons slowly lift off from the Korean border, carrying 500,000 return flyers, 500 brochures, and 1,000 SD cards storing prohibited information. These balloons are made by the Free North of South Korea Sports Federation released. This is a group of northerners. Groups they use balloons, sending a counter-insurgency message to North Korea. It's decades old. And these flyer campaigns eventually angered KimYoJong. On June 4th, KimYoJong issued a strong statement. Severely criticized the balloon. North prospectors are scum who betray their country, and asked the South Korean government to take measures. Stop such behavior. He warned that if South Korea does not take action, North Korea will close the Kaesong Industrial Park, demolition of the Inter-Korean Liaison Office, even repeal military agreements. The South Korean government was quick to say, planned legislation to ban kicking propaganda. But apparently this did not assuage North Korea's anger. June 9th, North Korea has announced the severance of all communication lines between the two Koreas and fully transformed the work against the South into work against the enemy. On June 16th, with the sound of explosions, the Inter-Korean Liaison Office was bombed into ruins. In recent years, the international image of the Golden Universe has been kind from the outset, people-friendly, gradually transformed into today's tough and ruthless. Under his leadership, North Korean state media often make pointed remarks, abuse world leaders. For example, former South Korean President Park Geun-hye, it's a weird old woman, describing the current president as a diplomatic idiot, even called US President Biden an old man, in his seeming weakness, and under the veneer of Western education, hidden a cold and heartless heart. Not to mention one of the most dangerous women in the world.